Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark Deere, and I lead Swift Dedicated Services. We've got Jim Fitzsimmons here with me. Jim?
Yep. Welcome, everybody. Jim Fitzsimmons. If you're on Monday, I followed up Mark's show, which is never easy to follow Mark.
So we thought we'd have a little fun this afternoon, just a few light topics. You know, this week is all about thanking our drivers for the great job that you're doing and all the hard work, and especially with the crisis that we've been facing since March. So, you know, Jim, we're just really thankful that we're able to come out here and talk a little bit about what we do and the job that our great drivers do for us.
Yep, absolutely. And like I said before, I mean, if it wasn't for the drivers out there in America, things would have shut down. I mean, it was scary enough as it was. People running out of food, out of toilet paper, kind of out of essential products. But, thank God for truck drivers. Otherwise, I can't even imagine how bad things could have got in the United States. I think it would have looked like a crazy third world country with people stealing from each other. So thank you for all of you that were here during that time. If you started since then, thank you for what you're doing now and what you continue to do.
Yeah, it was interesting when we woke up in mid-March. We didn't know what was going to happen, and I know there were many of us that were concerned about how this was going to operate going forward. And our drivers just put this country on their back and said, "Hey, we're going to take care of business, Jim." And we have a lot of great customers, and they really needed us. The country needed us, and our drivers just said, "Hey, we'll get the job done. Help us." We tried to do what we could to support them, and by supporting them behind the scenes. There was a lot of different things happening. We had closures, we had rest area closures, places where we couldn't, the drivers could no longer park or eat at and stuff. And so, hey, we really tried to pull together behind the scenes to help everyone out. But through this whole situation, the one common factor was that our drivers never let up one bit. We've been going strong for the last 6 months. And now we're coming into our peak retail season, which we always get excited about at Swift because, we're really a go-to carrier for our customers during this time of year.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy this year. It's been a very unusual year. I've been at Swift 27 years. I know, Mark, you've been in the
17,
industry
yeah.
even longer in the trucking industry.
Mm-hmm.
This year has just been bizarre because, freight kind of dropped off April, May, but really since June, it's just been crazy and it's not letting up. Really don't see an end in sight, and so take advantage of it. I mean, there's tons of freight. Typically, the freight's very busy Monday through Friday, but right now, because there's so much volume, it's rolling over into the weekend. So if you want to, run extra on a weekend, you got a load that say picks up Friday, doesn't deliver till Monday, but you got hours. Talk to your driver leader, talk to a planner. Let's get you on a second load where we can have you do something else and then get back under your original load because take advantage of it while it's here, but it looks like it's going to be here for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I don't think we don't see it slowing down. We have the luxury of speaking with a lot of our customers on a regular basis, and hey, they're very bullish about how the fourth quarter is going to look, and then into 2021. So it's a great time to be in trucking. It's a great time to be a driver for a company like Swift, where hey, we're going to get our share of the freight. And we've got a lot of opportunities out there to work within Swift and to meet your specific needs. So, we're really excited about that. Our customers have been sending us notes this week offering their thanks for our drivers and the great things that you've done. And they're very supportive of everything that you've been doing and will do going forward. It's Driver Appreciation Week is the way we can publicly recognize the great work our drivers do. And our customers see that, and in many cases, they've been supportive of that, and they've helped us with various events, with food and lunches and handouts, and it's just really nice to see everyone come together for the benefit of our drivers, Jim.
Yep, definitely. And this year, it's probably a little more different than any other year just because of the social distancing. But I think what you'll see after we kind of get this virus kind of more behind us and things get back to what I guess we call the new normal.
Yeah.
But, probably this time next year, you're going to see just a ton more participation from, customers, vendors, just the average public, because
right.
You were watching the news and you were seeing so much about truck drivers the last 6 months, which typically you never see that.
Right.
And so for me, that was really cool to see just the public outreach and support for our truck drivers. And I think that's going to be here to stay. It's not going to be people aren't going to forget about what happened because 2020 has changed so many of our lives. And I think that people are going to be more appreciative of what a truck driver does and what they're going through when they're out there on the road, away from their family, taking care of freight to take care of Americans. So again, that's why we're here this week, is just to thank you for what you do 52 weeks out of the year. So I hope you don't think this is a 1 week out of the year. We appreciate you.
Right.
This is just kind of our week to say, hey, let's stop what we're doing, take a few minutes, take an hour, take a day, and recognize the hard work the men and women do out there driving the trucks.
Yeah, it's interesting, your point about people taking notice. Folks that know that I work in the trucking industry have been a lot more supportive. I was at my dentist this week, and he said, "Hey, I see you guys are just doing a tremendous job, and appreciate all your drivers have done to take care of business." And so that's coming from people that normally would never recognize that. And I know many of our drivers have worked behind the scenes for a number of years and have not received this kind of public recognition, but it's great. It finally happened, and we're looking forward to carrying that into the future. So let's talk a little bit about. I get a lot of questions being a dedicated, and first of all, I want to make a presentation to Jim. I want to present him with an honorary dedicated cap. So he's an honorary member of dedicated now.
And so change this to anything for Mark logo, because that's what we say in line haul. Anything Mark wants, Mark gets.
Well, the OTR group is very supportive of our dedicated environment, and we couldn't do it without each other. One of the questions I get a lot is about career pathing. How do I, when I come to work for Swift, what's going to happen to me? How do I move up in the organization? How do I, find new opportunities? And it's really all about, Jim. It's about getting your start. A lot of our drivers start as trainees first, and then they work in OTR for a year or two, and then, hey, they decide they may want to become a mentor. They may want to look at another line of business like dedicated, and we really promote that type of functionality. So, any comments from that?
Well, yeah. So just keep that in mind. And if today, if you're driving over the road and you love what you're doing, keep doing that. But keep in mind, if something changes where you have the need to be home more often, or just the want to be home more often, there's so much opportunity within Swift, within the different lines of business. You got flatbed, dedicated, intermodal, reefer. You have all these different lines of business. Yep. And then when you look at dedicated, it's like a whole huge trucking company on its own. When you look at how many dedicated operations we have. Just last week, as an example, we had 37 drivers transfer out of line haul into different dedicated or regional type operations. So it's a very fluid process that we have to make it very easy for you to do that. All you got to really do is ask. If you don't know what's available, the driving replacement team is the best opportunity. Reach out, let them know where you live, and it could be, if you don't have something now, you're probably doing bids almost weekly, if not weekly. So what we don't have today, we might have tomorrow. So it's good to get your name on the list. So if we do get a new opportunity, we know to reach out to you and get you on that list.
Yeah, with business being so busy right now, and especially after the COVID crisis, it's created a lot of unique demand. So we're very busy and dedicated. As Jim said, we've got new fleets that we're bidding on and also implementing at all the time. So we're always creating new opportunities. We have a nationwide presence, and really the part about getting started with Swift and getting a track record within OTR or another line of business is really important. You need to you show that you can perform at a high level, and then you will have more opportunities to do things different in our company. So we're just excited about that. And hey, not every company has 5,200 dedicated type jobs that you can move into. So no need to find any other trucking company, Jim. A driver can come to work for us and be here their whole career and work in a variety of capacities. So we're just very excited about that.
Have we got any questions that have popped up?
Well, we do have a really fantastic comment for Mark by Nathan Martin. Woohoo! That's one dedicated deer.
Yeah, well, thanks, Nathan. We appreciate you, and Nathan's part of our dedicated pricing team. And there's a lot of folks behind the scenes that make us successful. And we just are really excited about our future. but it's our great drivers that really earn our presence every day. From the standpoint of, we deal with some of the largest companies in the country, and they rely on Swift, especially this time of year, Jim, when they're at their peaks, peak volumes, and they trust us every year to get the job done, and in turn, our drivers are making those deliveries and doing everything it takes for our customers to be successful.
Absolutely. Yeah. How much time do we have to have?
All right, so let's talk a little bit about what we've seen around the country as far as our driver appreciation events. And as Jim said, dedicated is we're comprised of our dry fleet, our refrigerated dedicated, and then also our grocery division. So it's been really, really neat to see the pictures come in about all the unique things that those folks are doing. Everything from the marquees that we're putting up, and then folks out grilling and doing box lunches, handouts, family members getting involved in putting together gift bags, and it's really taken a team effort. And then some of our customers have also done the same thing, and they've put together packages for us as well. But as those photos are coming in, we'll collect those, Jim, and make sure everybody gets to see what that looks like. But it's really exciting. We've seen the variety of things, knowing that we had all the challenges to deal with COVID this year.
Yep. And if this is your first year, being at Swift, normally it's a whole lot different. Normally it's a little more intimate, a little more hands-on. We're trying to do the best we can given the current environment we're in. So just know that we're doing all we can to try to make this, as fun and enjoyable and recognized. But we definitely encourage you, if you're in your home city and you're coming off time off or going on time off, or your family can just drive down to the terminal to meet you. We love having, the spouse, kids, whoever. If now's kind of a great time for, show and tell, bring them down, show them around the terminal, let them meet everyone in the building. That kind of stuff goes a long ways. It also helps build a relationship, between the driving associate and the office staff as well, when you get to know each other's families.
Yeah, and if you've been to some of our terminals recently and seen the upgrades that have been made, I mean, it's just really exciting. This is a company that invests in our team, and if you look at some of the terminal improvements, they're just awesome, Jim. And I know our drivers are proud of that, and we've had drivers that we hire from the outside as experienced drivers that come in, and they're ready to contribute right away, and they go to a terminal and they're just like, wow, I didn't have this where I worked before, and I didn't have the support that I'm going to get here at Swift, and really that's important. But I think the other part of it is the way we try to personalize the relationship. We've got a lot of folks that are involved in supporting our drivers, and as I like to say, the Swift philosophy is you're either a driver or you're driver support. And in this case, we're all here to support our drivers and do whatever it takes for them to be successful.
We do have a question from Charles Prentice. Does Swift have a health and fitness program?
We don't have an actual program, but in some of the buildings where we have the space, so if you look at kind of modeling off night, and so when you go to a night terminal, typically at any terminal that they've built from the ground up, they do a little fitness center inside the driver's lounge area. And so that's the goal, is to get more of those in the Swift buildings as we do remodels. Definitely as we build new buildings, we'll be building that in. I don't know, do we ever partner? I think we were partnering with Planet Fitness. I don't know if we ever got
there's a variety of things that we've tried to work to help our drivers and others with fitness. And I really miss our gym right now, Jim. And it shows. I mean, hey, it's been a long dry spell for me.
Yeah, so we'll get more information. We post on this link as far as what we have available. Like, I believe we have a discounted rate you can sign up for get some head shakes. So we'll get the information posted where you can sign up at a national chain and have a workout facility. And then we were for that.
Yeah, thanks to everyone, and appreciate it. We've got some thank you videos coming up next. But hey, keep doing the great job you're doing. Please be safe, and thanks for all you do.
Yeah, hey, thanks everyone. We really appreciate all you're doing out there. Thank you.
Go. Hi drivers, my name is Annette Moscoso. I'm from the Owner-Operator Division, Rapid Response Team. And I just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for what you do to all of our driving associates and owner-operators. Definitely these times truly show what you bring to us and value to our country. And so we not only recognize what you do as far as hauling the freight, but also waiting in those lines to deliver a load, to pick up a load, at truck stops where there might be scarce foods, waiting at the guard shacks to even check in. So we definitely appreciate you, we see you, and we value you at Swift. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ken McBee. I'm in the retention department here in Phoenix.
Hi, my name is Renee Redondo, and I'm with Swift Charities.
So a great topic that I just love to be a part of today is Swift Charities. Swift Charities is a great organization that is really kind of explain the relationship to us, please.
With Swift Charities, so Swift Charities is a program that we employees can contribute to, and it's a fund to help out with our drivers, office, shop, everybody, with employee assistance, community grants, and scholarships.
Scholarship program,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So there's really like 3 different buckets that stuff falls into,
Correct.
where we're helping, right? And even
Yes.
for the community grants, I believe it has to be sponsored by an employee. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. So we can't just have some random organization come off the street and come and ask us for money. And it has to be sponsored by an employee. So if you're involved with any kind of organization, you volunteer, you are on a board of some sort, and you have a 501c3 organization that you're part of, you can come to us and request a community grant.
Well, I think that's, Renee, what I find is one of the best parts of this is, as a terminal leader, I saw all the goodwill that it did. From the time that people maybe had somebody pass away, or somebody got sick,
Yeah.
or just their house flooded, or
Yeah.
just major tragedy, and it helps our family, right?
Exactly. So our biggest portion of Swift Charities is our employee assistance. So there's 3 hardships that one kind of has to be under. It's medical hardship, natural disaster, or death in the family. So like you said, if you're out on leave because of a medical hardship, you have emergency surgery, anything like that, you're not on the road or you're not in the office working. So your bills might fall behind. That's where you can come to us and you can ask for some assistance with that.
So they're really a great organization that gives you a hand up when you need it.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And it's not loan based. It's not a loan. It's all, you come to us, you ask for assistance, and we're able to help you. Then here you go. Here's a check. We can try to help you out with paying your benefits. That way they don't fall off. Because especially if you are out on medical leave, you need your benefits. You need those doctor's appointments. You need help with that and everything. So that's something we can help with. And then your bills. Keeping the roof over your head, electricity, water. Your essentials.
Seen many times as a terminal leader where it kept people in their houses and took care of them.
Yes.
So how do they apply for this, or what's the process if something like this unfortunately does happen?
Yeah, so if you go to swiftcharities.org or you go to the transmissions page, there is our logo right at the top. If you click on it, it'll take you to our website. It'll give you some general information about all 3 arms, the employee assistance, community grant, and scholarships. And there's a simple form you just fill out, and you'll hear from me. I'm the first person you'll hear from. So
And sometimes it's hard to fill out that form. So what I would tell you too is there is a Swift Charities ambassador at every terminal. So you can just walk into the terminal and say, hey, I just, there's a lot of things going on. I can't fill out the form. I can't find it. I don't know how to do it. You just walk into that terminal and ask for the Swift Charities ambassador. There's usually 1 to 2 in every terminal, and they can help you, right?
yes, definitely.
Great.
And if you don't have a computer, you can do it on a laptop. You can do it on a tablet, a phone. It's all easy to do straight from home.
And then so once this great organization, that's really helping our Swift family, if you want to donate or if you want to be a part of this, how are you a part of it?
Yeah, so again, you can go to the transmission. There is a link on there that'll take you right to the page where you can donate. For drivers, you can go to Macro 21 and you can adjust. You can either increase your contribution, you can decrease it, or you can, change it up anyhow.
So it's as simple as a Macro 21.
Yep.
And really, all we ask is, hey, do $1 a week.
Yeah.
So $1 a week, and the great thing about this is the company matches the $1 a week. You can also go on the driver portal to do this. So if we could just think just simple math, really, if we could get 10,000 of our employees to do $1 a week, and then Swift matches that,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
It's well over $1 million.
Exactly. So
that
all
goes
the money,
towards our folks.
yeah. So all the money that you donate goes back to our employees.
To our
And
employees.
We're 100%, employee contribution funded. So, sometimes, what we have to tweak changes. And that has been, shown lately with coronavirus, people, if they have a spouse who, lost a job or something, there's that contributions have been changing. So we're hoping, now that, everything's kind of hopefully getting better.
So lots of needs, right?
Yeah, exactly. The needs have been changing.
And if you have the ability to give, that's what we'd appreciate that.
Yes.
You can also sign up for that in driver qualification. So if you're a new employee coming in, so that's just great news, right?
Yeah, it's
Well,
awesome. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. And we've got a few more thank you videos coming up. We appreciate it. We thank you for all you're doing. We hope that you're enjoying food at all of our different locations and just having a good time. We appreciate every one of you.
Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Tracelyn Polly. I'm part of the driver retention team.
Hi, my name is Nellie, and I am the Ocean Container Fleet Leader.
We just wanted to say thank you very much for everything that you do. We know you sacrifice a lot, and we appreciate every single bit of it.
Thank you for all your hard work and dedication, and thank you to your family for supporting as well.
Thank you.
All right, those were really great videos and
Great video.
great message from our Swift Charities group. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. We had some guest speakers today. It's pretty cool.
I
Actually.
like that.
Yeah, I
Mixing
do
it
too.
up a bit.
Yeah. So with us next is our corporate real estate team. They've got some really good information to show, and I'm being told they're not ready, so we're just gonna ad lib.
Oh,
that.
we're great at ad lib. We're really good at that. Well, I think we're okay at it anyway. Ooh, you know what? You know what I think people like? Let's do some trivia, Tina.
All right, let's do some trivia.
Yeah. So I want to ask a question out to the group. If you guys know this, answer in the chat.
In the chat.
What year was Swift Transportation founded? Do you know, Tina?
I should know.
You
Yeah.
should know.
Yeah, I should know. But on the spot, I probably don't know.
Let's see your answers coming
yeah.
through, you guys. What year? Take any guess. Go for it. We'll pop it up on the screen. See if you guys know.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
I love it. I love being able to see what everybody thinks.
So, who do we have coming up on the show next? I mean, we've got some really good guests lined up for us.
We've got folks from the shop coming
Uh-huh.
in. Ooh, I can't wait to get down and dirty in the shop.
Yeah,
That's
we've got
right.
some really good questions for the shop, and then our corporate.
Nice. Mark Fisher, good job. 1966.
All right, Mark Fisher.
Very good.
He's probably seen one of those trailers go around.
John Warbuck said, look at you guys on top of it. Daniel Howard.
Nice.
You guys know Swift.
What's another? Come on, there's got to be
Oh,
another. a
you
hard
know I
one.
got more.
It's gotta
Oh,
be
this
another.
it's a gimme. It's a gimme.
Okay.
Who founded Swift Transportation? Do you know?
I do know.
You better know this one.
I know this one, but I'm not going to say.
Good. You're not okay. Good.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for our listeners to comment on that one for sure. Yeah.
Come on, listeners. I know you guys know this one. Who founded Swift Transportation? And
It's not
drum roll.
Swift. The last name is not Swift. I know
Oh,
that.
somebody did think that it was Swift.
Yeah,
And
a lot of people do.
It is not Taylor. She is not old enough. No affiliation.
Yeah, exactly. Taylor Swift. All right, so I got news that our corporate real estate team is actually ready to rock and roll
Nice.
to tell us all of the amazing
right.
things that they're working on. So,
Mark on top of it is Carl and Jerry Moyes with his father, Carl
Yep,
Moyes.
good job.
Nice job, guys. All right. Trivia.
Hey.
Buddy. But now, corporate real estate team. Hey, guys.
hey guys,
how's it
looking
going?
good.
Hey, how's it going?
Uh-oh.
Can you hear us out there? Did
I
we
can
mention
hear
we're
you.
live?
We are live, and now even with sound, there we go. Hey,
Can
guys.
you hear me? Are we good?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Yay.
All right. How you guys doing today?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
We are doing great. Thanks for having us on.
Thanks for being on with us. There's so many exciting things going on with all of our facilities, and having you on this call live with us helps to really put the message out about what's going on at all of our locations, right? We'd love to hear all your updates.
Absolutely. So I know we have a presentation for you guys. So we'll go ahead and put it up on the screen. And if you guys want to take it away.
All right. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for having us on. I'm Glenn Thomas, and I'd like to just introduce my team real quick. But first, before I do that, certainly, this is for the drivers, right? Why we're having Driver Appreciation Week. So a big, huge thanks and a shout out to all of you who keep America moving. It's been interesting these last 8 months or so. Several months, 6, 7 months. And, it's been great to see all of our driving associates continue to power through the difficult times. And we thank you for all that you've done. So real quick, so I'm Glenn Thomas. I'm the Vice President of Corporate Real Estate. And I want to tell you just a little bit about what we do and some key team members. So for corporate real estate, if you think about corporate real estate, that's everything that the corporation owns, right? From a real estate perspective, we have a lot of different terminals throughout the country, and our job is to find the land, design the right terminal, the right flow, build it, secure it with access control and video, and maintain it. So on our live stream today, we have Joe Manley, who's our leader of design and construction. We have Dee Glovna, who's our leader over physical security. And then we have Dave Riggio, who's our leader over facilities. So what I wanted to do is just give each of them just a few minutes, and they can go over some things that they've been working on and highlight some things and show how our true focus is on the driver and how we can, make their experience better here at Swift. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to Joe right now.
Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, Tina. So design and construction, we're really proud of what we've got done so far. If you look at the slide, the completed list, I think that's 12 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12 locations where we have now completed the driver lounge remodels, including private showers, laundries, and lounges. And we're very proud to have these done. And our focus has been completely on the drivers. This year, we're also starting in on office remodels, but first we wanted to make sure that the lounges for the driver associates were done. I can tell you that in progress, we have Phoenix and Oklahoma City. I'm sitting in the airport at Sacramento, where I've just left the Lathrop terminal. Trevor Schock, the terminal leader, and I just figured out how we're going to remodel his terminal. So Lathrop, Greer, New Boston, and those three will start this year also. Q1 of next year, we'll have the driver's lounges remodeled, done the same fashion that the ones that we've already completed are completed with micro markets and improved private showers, all the amenities that are shown in the slides.
Those look great.
Yeah, so Tina, were you going to progress through the slides?
You got it.
Okay, so this incorporates a little more. This is actually Dee's
slide.
Realm of influence. It's the fences and gates, the physical security that's going on with the remodels that we're doing. Before and after shots, this is pretty impressive. It was pretty bleak before and pretty amazing afterwards.
And I think that's it, yeah.
And so also in the shops, we're doing lightings and fans. Tina, do you also have the slides that show Building 9 at Phoenix Corporate?
I don't think so, Joe. I think it was just that one slide for you.
Okay, that's fine. Well, let's just summarize saying that we're going to complete next year. I'll list the ones that we haven't started but plan to next year. Driver's Lounge remodels in Syracuse, Otay Mesa, Albuquerque, Manteno, Neenah, Martinsburg, and Avenal. That completes everything that Swift owns. And we're very excited. So 20 years ago, I was the general contractor that basically built most of the Swift facilities. And now I'm very happy to complete the cycle by remodeling them, refreshing them in a way that's geared toward comfort and safety and security for all our drivers. Thanks for having me.
That's great. They look great, Joe. You guys, the team has done a fantastic job at putting everything together, updating all of our facilities. it really looks beautiful, and it also, we appreciate the hard work that you guys put into it. I mean, just taking into consideration what it looked like before, it's really like a whole new fresh building.
Yeah, it's great. It makes you proud to be Swift.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, you guys did a great job.
Yes, thank you. All right, you guys. Is there anything else you guys wanted to be able to talk about as far as upgrades go, or anything else coming up on deck?
Yeah, I think Dee, you want to go, Dee?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and fast forward to the next slide. Great. So I'm Director of Physical Security, and so some of you wonder what that might be. So that is access control and video camera. So we are hardening, in other words, that's making sure that your site is secure, making sure that we don't have any intrusion and whatnot. So you'll be getting badges. Some of you have already gotten them, but we'll pull that across the Swift portfolio as we move along. So about another 1.5 to 2 years, pending that COVID stays in its place. We'll be able to harden and finish up and get you guys the sites that you deserve. So want to say thank you for you drivers that are out there on the road and away from your families. And wanted to show on this slide here, this is El Paso, Texas Swift. We visited there a week ago and shows the new gate and hardware that's been installed. So El Paso is definitely experiencing what it's like to badge everyone coming in. So a little bit of a feat, but it's getting done and getting done nicely. So again, thanks for all you do. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're happy to help.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. And I know, having these extra securities and extra
security steps.
That one, yeah. That's super helpful for everyone, just to feel safe and secure. And especially, during COVID, it's able to understand who's been at what facilities. And I really appreciate that. It's a really good job.
Well, I think a lot of times too, we've got our drivers who are going, our long haul drivers who, they're parking at the location. So we're wanting to make sure that their vehicles are nice
safe
and secure.
Absolutely.
Well. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's very important.
Well, I'm Dave Riggio. I manage the facilities group, and great to be with you guys, and appreciate the opportunity to be able to speak for a few minutes. And what a great week to be able to celebrate our drivers and all that you do, and we're extremely grateful for that, and certainly see the sacrifices you make each day, and especially during this pandemic. So, one thing that I try and do after Joe builds the spaces and improves them and de-secures them, we want to maintain them, and we want them to be preserved for many years to come, as long as possible, and that it really feels like an environment. I used the phrase yesterday of home away from home, and really that's how we want you to feel. We know you're out on the road, and lack of sleep, and maybe not the best food, not a home cooked meal, and those kinds of things. So the least we can do is, when you do come to your home terminal, that you do feel like it is another sense of home. And so some of the things, as you can see, that we're trying to do here. This is an example, these pictures here, of a before and after of a shop floor. And you can see the drastic change. And how does that translate to you? Well, if there's a good lighting, good floors, and our technicians are able to work more efficiently and productively and get you back on the road. And so whether it be in the shop, from lighting to the next slide there will show some fans, and some, as you can see, the LED bright lights, and how much brighter it is. And I mean, we've received such great response from the technicians on the improvement in that environment, and in how it's really helping them. Or if we're out there making improvements to whatever it may be, to floors, doing some floor care work or what have you, we want to make sure that these facilities and terminals are maintained and again preserved. The last slide I have here that I just wanted to share with you is, it's a application that we use for a more proactive approach. So anytime you're out there at a terminal and you see something that is not up to par, or of course, if it's an emergency or anything like that, we do have an emergency phone number to contact. But this is another way, if it's something that's not urgent and you just want to let us know, hey, notice this and it needs to be repaired. This is a great tool. You just use the the keyword facilities in the body of your text, and if you can include the terminal that you're at and what the issue is, we immediately get that, we're notified, and then we dispatch accordingly, whether it's a vendor or if it's a location where we actually have boots on the ground, so to speak. So a great tool. We just recently kind of revived it and hope to be able to continue to use it and again be proactive on these matters as opposed to reactive. So that's all I have. Thanks again for the opportunity to speak with you guys, and hope it's a great week for you.
Thank you very much,
for
guys.
joining us.
I know with the facilities app that he was just talking about, just texting, I've done that several times actually. And just if you see anything that needs to be addressed, I mean, it's easy. We're the eyes out there. And so, and our drivers are the eyes. So any facility, any location, just text that 474747. It's pretty easy to remember, and save it in your phone and take pictures and send it over. And the corporate real estate team is just,
You guys are great at responding.
super
Thank you
great.
so much.
Yeah, appreciate everything you guys do. And thanks for coming on today. Appreciate that.
Yeah, real quick, we want to say thanks for having us, and certainly I hope the drivers know that all of us on the corporate real estate team, we really think about the driver and the impact it has on the driver in all that we do, right? And any design change that we have, any security modification that we do, we're always thinking of how does it impact the driver. So, we really appreciate feedback, because if we do something that doesn't sit well, we want to know about it. We really want to be accommodating and make sure that our drivers are comfortable. So thanks again for having us on. This is awesome that we do this. Driver Appreciation Week, probably should do it more often, but for right now, we appreciate the time that you've been giving us.
Yes. Thank you so much, you guys. Yeah. We've got some more thank you videos now from some more of our driver support team.
Absolutely.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Pete Zikalski. I'm the Senior Vice President over customer accounts. I've been with Swift for coming up on 19 years, and I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for all the work that you're doing, especially this year. How much everybody depends on the work that you do every day. So, I was the terminal leader here in Phoenix for a couple years, and before that I was in Manteno. So again, during this week, just want to take a moment and really thank you for the work that you do every day.
All right, thank you so much for that, Pete. Now we've got, oh my gosh, the shop guys. I'm really excited to have you here. We've got Art and we've got Steve. You guys, please go ahead and introduce yourselves.
So Art Castillo, I've been with Swift Transportation 15 years. I work for the shop organization. I oversee the body shop, the corporate body shop, and then also I help out with as a liaison to our Transmex operation in Mexico.
Nice. And what about you, Steve?
All right, Senior VP of Maintenance here at Swift. Been with Swift 24 years. Started out in the shop as a shop leader, and then kind of moved my way up through the system through the years to the position that I'm at today. And we've had a lot of great times, great shops in our world today. And just a shout out to all of our drivers. We appreciate all the work you do. Keep running every day. And my hope is that our shops are supporting you 100% out there to keep you rolling. And our goal is to make sure that you have a quality product when it leaves the shop, and that you're able to keep moving and don't break down, and get to where your load needs to go, and you get moving on the next load. So appreciate the invite today to come out and talk to and answer questions as need be.
Nice. Oh, really? You want to answer questions?
Always.
Do we have some shop questions out there, you guys? Bring them on. Bring them on for these guys. You guys have both been with Swift for a long time. Lots of experience behind your belts. We just heard from our corporate real estate team. They gave us some updates on the shops, the progression in the shops.
Yep.
What is it that you guys can share with everybody out there on some updates that are going on as far as our mechanics are concerned, as far as upgrades are concerned? What's going on in the shop?
You know, a really great one is when we just finished a big project here in Phoenix, where we have all new offices on the first floor, out in the main office, and we also have where our on-road group is. It's all brand new, state-of-the-art facility now. We've got windows and skylights and those things, so we're not in the dark anymore.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, I was up in the main office for, you know, last 4.5 years, and I was able to move out to the shop and into an office. And
makes you more connected.
And I'm right connected with the team. I got Art on one side, Tim Burks on one side, Louise, and then all the administrative staff in the center. So as we get everybody back,
Shop Dream Team.
It's the Shop Dream Team. As we
It's
get
it's all right where the drivers are as well too, right? So
Yeah.
we get a lot of good feedback.
Yeah, we're out there. We're out there with it, and that's kind of what I like about it. You know, you come in every single day, and you can be part of the team and make sure that you're addressing the issues as you see them, and that's what we're really good about. And then I can let Art talk about.
Well, you know, one area that I help oversee is the new trucks coming in. So we have plenty of new tractors coming in. Great equipment. Obviously, there's always a challenge keeping up with all the latest technology that's coming out, and we try to do our very best to service our drivers, get them in something that's safe, get them in something they like, right, and something that's going to work for them to keep them happy out on the road. We try our absolute best in the shops to make sure that if we get a driver in, obviously they're our number one customer at the shops. Without the drivers, there's really no need for us to be there, right? But we believe that our shop organization actually creates a benefit to our drivers so that they can get in, get out, and be safe and quick about it, right? So yeah, it's just all the new equipment coming on board, keeping everybody trained up on all those enhancements.
You guys have got some props coming through on the shop too. Lots of love coming your way.
Well,
yeah, it's
I'll just mention, you know, we have the voice to choice, right?
Yeah,
and it's a really good way for drivers to give us feedback, whether it's good or whether it's bad. One area that we've improved on, obviously, as the organization requested, is that we're actually calling drivers back, right?
Good.
Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whatever the news is, we want to hear it, and that's what helps us to get better, right?
That's great.
So thank you. Keep that feedback coming.
Yes, and you know what, Steve, you mentioned on-road. So I don't know, we've got a lot of viewers out there who are not employed with Swift right now, but may choose to be one day. One of the benefits of working for Swift is that we've got our own on-road department. Can you describe that?
Correct. And you know, our on-road, we talk about voice of choice. We're almost like at a 4.65 out of 5 today.
Great.
And that, but what our on-road group is able to do is to go, as you call in, as you got an issue, they address it from top to bottom. All you got to do is call it in. We communicate with you all the way through the repair. We want you to communicate with us when the repair is completed. And this doesn't matter if you're a company driver, an owner-operator, IEL, but whoever you're with, we're here to support you. And we support you 24/7, 365 days a year in that. And, you know, we have approximately about 35 on-call people through various shifts to handle that. And then we also have a very good back office team. And what that does, they support the on-road team when we have issues that are going to take a little bit longer than a normal repair should take. We have boots on the ground that actually are out there communicating with the vendors that we're using to get this equipment repaired. Because the biggest thing we hear from drivers is time, right? And we know time is money. We need you to be rolling. So on-road, our director over on-road, Mike Trosky, and his team do a great job of communicating with the drivers, communicating with the vendors to get you off the road as quickly as we can is our goal.
You also provide a lot of training for our drivers, right? As far as like pre-trips go, and you know, I've seen a lot coming through from your department to help get the word out on how-tos when it comes to the truck itself.
And that's one thing that's really good about the training team we have today. They're very knowledgeable. They've been around with us for a long time.
Former mechanics,
yeah. Right? And they understand what it takes to run these trucks. They understand the importance. And one of the things is I go to these council meetings with, you know, the OEMs. The one thing that we've really pushed.
Hold on, wait a sec. for people who don't know what that means, like me,
Okay.
what is an OEM? Because I think of like 80s band.
It's the equipment manufacturer.
Thank you.
So the Freightliners, the Kenworths, the Internationals, the Volvos of the world. We at my level, I demand that we have driver training for this equipment. As you know, as we move into 2020, 2021, 2022, technology on these trucks are going to change, and they have been changing. So we can't put that all on the driver getting the training while he's on the trucks, because we have all 4 types of trucks. We've got to be able to have training on the fly, and that's where our training teams come in and done a great job of putting stuff on YouTube, training, having our own in-house training for that. So, and then with that, we train our own mechanics too, right?
That's great.
So, we want anybody who wants to be a mechanic today, we welcome you to come and apply with us. We've had a lot of people over the time change from being a driver to mechanics, and mechanics become drivers. So it goes both ways. But yeah, we're proud of the training team that we have and what the courses that they're able to put out there for us.
We actually had a question come through on the comments a little earlier about how to become a diesel mechanic. So what you want to do is visit www.swifttrans.com. You can, for any career actually, you can click on it for drivers or mechanics or office support, right?
Yeah,
so the person who commented earlier may be a new mechanic for your team, Steve.
We're looking for people. So
there we go. Brandon saying
anything you can do, just go on the website or call the 1-800 number, and you'll get a hold of somebody that can help you get applied here at Swift.
That's right, www.swifttrans.com. So Art, you mentioned that your team is helping with all the trucks. You and I have been working a little bit more closely together lately too, because you've been helping me a lot with these million-miler trucks.
That's right.
They're sweet coming through your shop.
Yeah, they look really, really good.
We've got
There's
the colors
some
here.
awesome colors available. Obviously,
what's your favorite that you've seen so far?
I like that burgundy one.
This one right here, this light maroon metallic.
No, not that one.
Okay, you
black cherry.
It's the black cherry. That's
Is
my
it?
favorite.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
one.
that one. That one's
Right
really,
here.
really
It's
hot.
hard to see on the camera. But
Looks nice, a little chrome, put some chrome mud flaps on there,
sweet.
some caps, it's looking good.
Sweet, and you got the decals that you're sticking on the side there.
Yeah. You gotta roll dirty when you're out there.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, you're all about the look. I know that.
Yeah, it's
All
gotta
right.
look good.
So we got something that came through, you guys. Can we have a choice of transmissions? I missed stick shift. That came from Zoe.
Well, at this point in time, we don't offer anything but the automatics, and we get a lot of questions about this. And
so why is that, Steve?
the main reason why we don't is because we want to make sure that we get the best out of the trucks that we have, right? So we know that the automatic transmission is going to give us the best opportunity for MPG, power, all those things that really make the driver successful here at Swift.
And it's really been an industry change as well, right? Yeah. So, like, if you go to any of these OEMs, whether it's Navistar, Volvo, Kenworth, Freightliner, I mean, they're just not building trucks with stick shifts anymore. It's pretty much all integrated powertrain systems and automatic transmissions for ease of driving.
So really quick, I want to put this out there to the viewers right now. What is your favorite truck? So you guys mentioned, what do we carry here?
Kenworth, Volvo, Freightliner, and Navistar.
Don't worry, it's not a survey. I just want to to know what people like out there.
We don't like to be biased against anything, because we want to make sure that we understand and we support all of the different brands out there.
Yes,
and we make sure that we work with the people that are leaders of those brands to make sure that we get provided the best truck with the best equipment and the safest equipment for our drivers today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So any comments, Will?
Oh, we've got some. Hey, chat team. Do we have any good comments for the shop? Any questions or comments? Yes. Oh,
Freightliner all day long.
All day long, Zoe.
Freight shaker all day long.
Is that a term that I just don't know about?
Freight shaker.
Freightliners
are called freight shakers.
All right.
This driver's been around for a while.
Yeah, you guys, thank you so much for joining our broadcast today. We really appreciate the update. Thank you so much. We've got some more thank you videos.
Thank you for having us.
Yep.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you,
much.
drivers.
Thank you.
Hey, Swift drivers out there. I just want to say thank you for everything you're doing. Family comes first, and this is what it's about. We're here to help you, support you, and make sure you're successful out on Swift. My name is Lawrence Lovelady. I'm part of the driver retention team, and we're here for you. So anything you need, reach out to us. But thank you for everything you do, your dedication, your heart, your passion. We love you. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. That was pretty fun. Did you see that cool guy on the screen? Mr. LL Cool J on the screen?
That was LL
Yeah.
Cool J.
So
Our version.
yeah, it's Swift's very
Swift's
own
LL Cool J.
LL. All right, you guys. I'm Tabby Morris. I don't think I even said that today. We've just been kind of rolling into it. And this is my big little brother right here.
Jordan Bean. How you guys doing? I'm Jordan Bean. I'm the director of driver qualification. Definitely excited out here to appreciate some drivers. Been out here all week with Tabby. She yells at me and tells me what to pick up, put down, where.
Listens. I don't know why.
I love it.
It's
Ton of fun. Luckily, I got a really big department. We're all over the country. We're out here. We bring on the drivers. We get them set up in their trucks. Get our experienced guys out there running, and we help train the students. So luckily for me, I got a bunch of amazing people across the whole country taking care of our drivers right now.
So what is DQP? You said you're a director of driver qualification. Tell us in a nutshell what that means for everybody watching.
The DQP is kind of our orientation. So we're going to bring you in. We're going to get you all set up. If you're an experienced hire, we want to get you in. We want to get you familiar with your terminal. We want to get you set up with the truck. We want to get you out on your first dispatch, make some money. Right. If you're a student, we want to get you in. We want to get you lined up with a mentor. We want to make sure that you have an amazing training, have a little bit of fun.
Yep.
Hopefully you feel very safe, comfortable, confident. Get you out there, get you a truck, and then get you out on your first solo dispatch so you can get out there and make that real money out there on the road.
That's a lot. You guys are like the official Swift welcoming committee.
Right, yes.
Right.
When you come in, you're going to see us. And so I'm lucky again. I've got an amazing group of team. My whole team across the country, they're amazing. They take care of these guys from tip to tail, all the way to your first solo dispatch. There's not multiple teams. There's no passing the bucks around here or there. That team's going to make sure you're taken care of. Whether
From
you're
beard to boot.
From beard to boots. You're going to be, if you're in Phoenix or you're in Ocala, the same folks, they're all one team. We're all going to make sure you feel like you're definitely part of our Swift family.
That's great. I love it. I love it. So what kind of messages do you have for our drivers out there today?
Man,
Many things.
Yeah, I feel like I could talk for 3 hours on this
You
thing.
can.
For those of you who know me, know I can. But, I've been blessed. I've been here 15 years. I've done almost everything, it seems like. And I've been out today, and I know we're supposed to social distance, but there's some drivers I've known for my whole career. So I've been able to give some big hugs to some drivers that I haven't seen in so long. It's just great to be able to sit down and really just appreciate the folks. Like, we get caught up in the whirlwind, and we're really, I promise you, I'm in the little level, but we are working on so many things, trying to really improve the way things are. 15 years. We didn't get to 50 years as a company by mistake. I mean, that did not happen by mistake. And the last few years have been just incredible. And I really,
54 years now.
I know. I just like saying 50. It sounds so powerful.
It does.
But there's so much fun stuff we're doing that we really are trying to do to make the quality of life better. You got to hear the facilities guys talking about how they've really done some amazing things at the terminal. I got to listen to the shop guys. They're always fun to deal with because they really do. We have one of the biggest shop networks in the country. So it's really humbling to see how big a company Swift can be, but yet how personable and how on the level small family feel you can have.
So, hey, Jordan, are you able to answer much on the referral program, or shall we go ahead and refer anybody to the 800 number?
I refer to the 800 number. I know that we're always working on different projects and promotions kind of based on where we are, but I can tell you guys this is an amazing time to drive. There's going to be opportunity for people looking for careers, and I can tell you Swift is here open arms. I've heard there's companies that don't have the freight, don't have the ability to have their drivers keep running, and we don't have that problem today. So, hey,
we do
anybody
still
out there,
have one. Zoe's asking what's going on with the referral program. We do have one. You're going to want to call the driver recruiting team, that number that you see right down there on the bottom of the screen, and they can help you out. Hey, Jordan.
Yes.
How secure do you feel in your Swift knowledge?
Oh,
I just want to put it out there.
that wasn't a tough whoa. That was a scary whoa.
Ooh, okay.
I know enough to be dangerous.
So hold on. I want to ask this to the group out there and see if they know. Okay. So if you know it, hold back. Let's give everybody an opportunity to answer. What was the company's name? What was Swift Transportation's name before it was Swift?
Ooh, that's a good one. I do.
Well, what does our audience have to say about that? Let's see.
hear it. Let's
You
see
guys,
it.
let's see what you think about that. Hey, you know what, Jordan? You're kind of a big guy. Yeah. Look at that. Show him your muscles.
Hold on. Are we big husky or
No.
big?
We've got.
I've
Listen,
got the COVID
listen,
15.
No, you
I'm
stop.
just saying.
20. so I don't know if you know about this, but we have a big showdown happening tomorrow called the Battle of the Balls, or it was called the Battle of the Ball. That
I've
we're
got
going
a
to
lot
show
of hair, so I should be all right
YouTube.
here.
Yeah, we're showing live tomorrow. It was going to be Mike Van Treese, the potato, who is now mashed. That man, very, very fit guy. You know what?
Mike got mashed.
Mike got mashed. The potato has been.
That's a lot of potato to mash. That is a big, strong looking
So
potato.
he was going to go up against Court Chase, our VP of driver recruiting, El Luchador, tomorrow live on this broadcast. And you know what? Because he was training so dang hard, he hurt himself.
I feel like there's something. I feel like you're
Do
bringing
you
something
feel
at me right now.
something coming?
I
You
feel like
can feel
I'm-
it coming on?
I
Okay,
feel it.
like a storm of ruin? You're a big guy. What do you think? What do you guys think of Joran going up against El Luchador tomorrow? Yeah!
Is it picking up stuff and putting it back down? Because I can do that. But if this is a quickness
You know
test, Court's got us all day.
You know what? The rules of the game might change. Oh, we got a comment. Okay.
Comment below.
Let's see. Where's our comments?
Guys, not a good decision. I wouldn't comment on this one.
I want to see. Comment below.
If
So
there's
wait a
only
second.
two in the race, I
we gotta
promise you
catch
I
up.
can get second place.
We got to catch up here because, Jordan, are you up for the challenge? Are you? Let's
You say
see.
Court Chase?
Court Chase. You know, we
Ain't that
featured
big.
him on the live broadcast on Tuesday. He's kind of a bulky guy.
Are we gonna wrestle?
He
Because I know I
lifts.
can take
I
him
think he
wrestling.
definitely lifts. Oh, you're getting challenged right now. Danielle
Do
says,
it.
do it. That's right. You better. There are people out there that are counting on
I
you.
know, and I am going to let you down. But you know
They
what?
want
Hey,
to see you in a sweatband.
I'm in. I'm
Really?
always in for
Your
crazy
nose
stuff.
way too easy.
Let's do
Oh,
this.
Chris. Wait a second. Let's go back to my question, though. We don't have any. Did anybody know what Swift was called before it was Swift? Did you know? I didn't
No.
see anybody put any
I
comments.
wish I did.
there.
I remember it
Is
was on
that
the
too
wall.
hard?
It was on the wall upstairs in one of the meeting rooms.
I think I put it out there too hard. You guys, we were called Common Market before we came Swift Transportation.
Common Market.
Common Market, and they changed it up. Okay, I
And
got
that's
to.
what they're going to talk about me tomorrow. They're going to say this guy's commonly athletic. It's
Do you
going to
know-
be sad. You guys call it Mike the Potato?
Well, he's from Idaho.
So if Mike was the potato, what am I?
You're the
Watermelon? The watermelon? I
Wait,
want
hold on. You're from California.
the avocado. So I'm kind of built like an avocado. I got the little belly and
Well,
just saying.
You know, we are from California, where salad comes from.
I know. I've seen salads. I'm just not a big fan of. I use avocado only on my meat.
Jen, Mrs. Bean herself.
She doesn't get a
She
vote.
knows.
She doesn't get a vote.
What's wrong with you? Your wife knows.
No vote. She doesn't get a vote.
Thanks, Jen. Set him straight. Anything else you got for him? That is something he needs to do at home, like
All right, let's
clean
shut
the
the comments
garage.
down.
We'll do
Shut
it
the comments
live
down.
on this broadcast. We'll tell him to clean it up. Hey, you guys, to watch the challenge tomorrow, please tune in for the live broadcast at 10. Now
You
that we
won't
got
wanna miss
Jordan,
this.
yeah. Oh, you sure won't.
You said it was a 40-yard dash?
You know what? I'm not even going to prepare you for it. I don't want you to have any sort of advantage.
It's going to be the best
They're
5
gonna
minutes
think
you've ever
that
seen.
they're gonna think that I'm giving you the advantage because you're sitting here. So vote, you guys. Swift, anybody? I want you guys, our drivers out there, go onto the portal. You'll see the link to start voting. Anybody against Court, either you're voting for Court or not Court.
I think the field versus Court still might. There's a solid chance we might lose.
You know what? It's still Court's pretty fit. But what
be the
this
comic
means, if you go to the Court portal and click on the link to vote for the winner, see who you like to win for this, it puts you in the grand prize raffle twice, and that grand prize raffle includes a custom mattress from Brooklyn Bedding. Woo!
Brooklyn
That's
Bedding
right.
mattress.
That's right.
Loving it.
Hey, all right, you guys. You know what? Oh my gosh, we're almost at time, Jordan. What are your parting words of wisdom? This is my favorite thing to ask you. What are your parting words of wisdom? And look as wise as possible as
I
you say
know.
it. Can you give us the rock smolder as you give this? final words of wisdom?
No, listen, hey, we get to, so I'm blessed. I get to work with Tabby all the time. She's so much fun to work with. But again, we really are trying to revamp how we operate with our drivers company wide. And one of the things that we always kind of end with in our little live broadcast is, you guys, you could go to anywhere. I mean, there's a lot of trucking companies out there, but you chose to be with us. And I think that as a company, we are really doing a much better job of showing you guys that we really appreciate that. There's a lot to be said to that. I think we are a company trying to better ourselves every day. And I think that we're putting our best foot forward when it comes to our drivers. And I think a lot of drivers are seeing that. And out here watching the excitement, giving away the food and doing, I mean, there's so many people who are in from the office volunteering to help that we almost have too many people. And that's just, I'd rather have too many people. So it really feels like a blessing. And I appreciate you guys. It takes care of my family and hundreds and thousands of people out there as families. And we just really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for being out there, you guys. We appreciate you so much. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow.
Thank you guys.
Bye.